Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with developments in the Middle East, where U.S. President Donald Trump says leaders of Israel and Lebanon are expected to speak today in what could be their first direct contact in more than 3 decades. The announcement comes amid escalating conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, alongside ongoing diplomatic efforts to ease tensions in the region. However, neither Israeli nor Lebanese officials have confirmed the planned talks. The development follows rare ambassador-level discussions in Washington, raising cautious hopes for possible de-escalation in the ongoing crisis. In another key diplomatic development, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has reaffirmed the country's commitment to facilitating dialogue between the United States and Iran to promote lasting peace and regional stability. Speaking after a 2-hour meeting with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Jeddah, the Prime Minister appreciated Saudi Arabia's continued support for peace efforts. He also briefed the Saudi leadership on recent developments in U.S.-Iran talks and expressed gratitude for backing Pakistan's mediatory role. Following the meeting, Prime Minister Sharif visited Medina and has now departed for Qatar as part of ongoing diplomatic engagements. Meanwhile, Pakistan has received significant financial support from Saudi Arabia. The State Bank of Pakistan has confirmed a $2 billion deposit, while Saudi authorities have also extended an existing $5 billion deposit for a longer term, removing the need for annual rollover. Officials say the move comes at a critical time and will help strengthen foreign exchange reserves and stabilize external accounts under the IMF program. Sources further indicate that Pakistan is due to repay $3.5 billion to the United Arab Emirates this month, but the Saudi assistance is expected to ease pressure on the country's reserves. For more on Pakistan's diplomatic and economic developments, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Victoria. Pakistan's leadership is actively engaging with regional and global partners to reinforce its role as a mediator in ongoing geopolitical tensions. The recent financial assistance from Saudi Arabia is being viewed here as a strong vote of confidence in Pakistan's economic reforms and stability measures. Officials emphasize that such support not only boosts reserves, but also strengthens Pakistan's position in negotiations under the IMF program. At the same time, diplomatic outreach continues, with Islamabad positioning itself as a key player in facilitating dialogue between major global powers. Back to you, Victoria.
Thank you, Sarah. Turning now to China's diplomatic efforts, Foreign Minister Wang Yi has held a phone call with his Iranian counterpart, Abbas Araghchi, as tensions remain high in the region. Wang stated that the situation has reached a critical stage between war and peace, but stressed that there is still room for de-escalation. He reaffirmed China's support for maintaining a ceasefire and advancing dialogue, while emphasizing respect for Iran's sovereignty, particularly concerning the Strait of Hormuz. Wang also called for ensuring the freedom and safety of navigation, and reiterated China's readiness to play a constructive role in promoting long-term peace and stability, in line with proposals by President Xi Jinping. In Washington, the United States has issued a strong warning that countries purchasing Iranian oil could face sanctions. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent stated that nations have been formally notified that buying Iranian oil or holding Iranian funds could trigger penalties. He also confirmed that a U.S. naval blockade against Iran began earlier this week, with the conflict now entering its 7th week. China, which has historically purchased a significant share of Iran's oil exports, is expected to temporarily halt imports due to the blockade. The U.S. Treasury has also warned 2 Chinese banks over potential sanctions. Responding to the escalating situation, Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian has urged the international community to take notice of what he described as U.S. and Israeli attacks on civilian infrastructure. He condemned reported strikes on schools and maternity wards, calling them violations of international humanitarian law. Pezeshkian stated that those labeling Iran as a terrorist state are themselves targeting innocent civilians. He reiterated that Iran supports peace, believes in dialogue and constructive cooperation, and praised national unity, along with the efforts of the Iranian Red Crescent during the ongoing conflict. And finally, In a positive signal for Pakistan's economy, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund, Kristalina Georgieva, has praised the country's economic reforms and improving stability. Speaking during a meeting with Pakistan's Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb on the sidelines of the World Bank IMF Spring Meetings 2026, she noted that effective implementation of reforms has helped maintain stability and boost investor confidence. Georgieva emphasized the importance of continued structural reforms and strong policies to ensure sustainable growth and public welfare. Pakistan's Ministry of Finance says these remarks reflect growing global confidence in the country's economic direction. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.